God has given us two hands, one to take with and the other to give. Billy Graham. There are letters, and then there are words that feel like they were written for every soul who has ever struggled with identity, beauty, or purpose. Today's story is not just about a father and daughter. It's about fame and the loneliness behind it, elegance and the emptiness it can hide, beauty and the quiet truths that shape it. It is a message from a man the whole world once laughed at, yet who understood humanity far more deeply than most. A man the world called the tramp. But here, he is simply a father. This is the story of Charlie Chaplin's letter to his daughter, a letter filled with warnings, blessings, and a truth the world desperately needs to remember. Imagine a quiet room, a wooden desk, a single lamp, and a man in his later years, pen in hand, writing to the child he loves. His daughter, somewhere in Paris, dances under chandeliers, surrounded by elegance, applause, and the intoxication of glamour. Chaplin begins, "Where are you now, my child? Perhaps on a stage in Paris?" He imagines her, radiant, confident, adored by an audience who sees only the performance, not the person. But a stage is not real life, and applause is the most temporary love of all. So he tells her gently, the stage is not life. It is only a reflection of it. Chaplin knew this better than anyone. He had once been worshipped by millions, but fame had never saved him from heartbreak, mistakes, or loneliness. He wanted his daughter to understand something he himself learned slowly, painfully. When the curtain falls, you must know who you are without the spotlight. Chaplin warns her, if fame seduces you, remember, the hands that lift the fallen are more graceful than hands that only perform. He tells her she must learn the difference between glamour and beauty. Glamour impresses strangers. Beauty touches souls. Glamour vanishes when the stage lights go off. Beauty remains in how you treat people when nobody is watching. He reminds her, there will be nights when loneliness presses against the window, nights when applause falls silent, and shadows walk closer than friends. In those moments, true beauty is not mascara or diamonds. It is kindness, it is humility, it is the light you choose to give. Chaplin tells her he has instructed his agent to give her money, but only enough to live on, not to spoil her, not to drown her in wealth, but to keep her grounded. He writes, do not waste it on luxury or jewels. Instead, when you can, buy a warm meal for a stranger. He tells her, look into their eyes. You will see a light no spotlight can match. This is Chaplin teaching her the greatest secret of humanity. The soul grows by giving, not by possessing. Chaplin has seen the glitter of the world firsthand. He knows how seductive it is. He warns her, you will see women covered in diamonds, but some of those diamonds hide tears. The world often confuses sparkle with happiness. Chaplin tells her that diamonds may shine, but they cannot warm the soul. Then he shares the most powerful metaphor of all. A diamond is born from immense pressure in the dark. People are no different. Some shine because they have survived suffering. Some sparkle because they had no choice. And some hide behind brilliance because they are afraid of being ordinary. He urges his daughter, let your heart shine through compassion, not competition.
The world Chaplin lived in, Hollywood, celebrity, reputation, was obsessed with appearances. He knew its pitfalls with painful clarity, so he warns his daughter, "The world will tell you love is found in wealth, youth, and applause. Do not believe it. Applause does not love you. Wealth does not comfort you. Youth does not define you. Real love is found in forgiveness, understanding, genuine human connection, and seeing yourself in the struggles of others." Chaplin had lived through broken relationships, scandals, and betrayals. He knew how easy it was to lose your soul in a world hungry for beauty but starving for humanity. And he did not want his daughter to repeat his mistakes. The letter becomes more protective now, more vulnerable, more fatherly. He writes, "No fame is worthy of a woman who forgets her own dignity." He tells her the world is sick with vanity, obsessed with the body and blind to the soul. "If you must undress," he writes, "let it be your soul, not your body." This is Chaplin's plea. Reveal your kindness. Reveal your gentleness. Reveal your humanity. Do not reveal yourself in ways that strip you of dignity or depth. He wants her art to move hearts, not to impress crowds. Chaplin reminds her, hunger, poverty, and pain are never shameful. He had survived all three. He grew up in poverty so deep that hunger became a childhood companion. He knew humiliation, homelessness, abandonment. What he feared for his daughter was not hardship, but the moral poverty of indifference. Cruelty and lack of compassion are the true poverty of this world. He wants her to be rich in the only currency that matters: humanity. Chaplin ends the letter with something simple: be kind, be gentle, be human. Behind these words is a lifetime of laughter and tears, spotlights and shadows, success and sorrow. It is not a letter about fame. It is a letter about life. It is a father whispering to his daughter, and to us, that in a world full of illusions, the only thing real is the goodness we offer others. There is something almost sacred about a letter like this. A father reaching across distance and time, offering not instructions, but a piece of his soul. Chaplin didn't write these words from a pedestal of fame. He wrote them from the quiet ache of someone who had lived through adversity, brilliance, mistakes, and redemption. Someone who knew that the world dazzles us with illusions long before it teaches us truth. And perhaps that's why his message still resonates today, because every one of us at some point has stood in front of a mirror and wondered if we were enough, pretty enough, successful enough, loved enough. But Chaplin reminds us of something gentler, something the world often forgets. The deepest kind of beauty doesn't shout, it shines. Not from diamonds or applause or perfect moments under golden lights, but from the quiet ways we choose to live. The small kindnesses no one sees, the empathy we offer without reward, the dignity we protect even when the world pushes us to compromise. Life will place glitter in your hands, but glitter washes away. Life will tempt you with shortcuts to admiration, but admiration fades. Goodness, however, goodness endures. Maybe you, listening now, have felt the weight of expectations pressing against your shoulders. Maybe you've tried to fit into roles the world wrote for you. Or maybe you've forgotten that your worth was never meant to be proven on a stage or in a photograph or through the approval of strangers. If so, then let this letter steady your heart. You don't need to sparkle to matter. You don't need to impress to be loved. You don't need to perform to be worthy. The real art of life is found in gentleness, in kindness, in the humanity we offer even when the world isn't watching. Chaplin's final plea to his daughter echoes far beyond their relationship. It's a whisper to all of us. Be real, be kind, be human. Because long after beauty fades and applause goes silent, your heart is the one legacy the world never forgets.
May your life be filled with the kind of beauty that comes from the heart, not the spotlight. Every story is a whisper of life. May yours be one that spreads kindness,